Hi there guys, my name is Sergey with the Tabletop Warlords, and today we're going to be talking about the Boromite Broodmother. The Broodmother is a Boromite strategic choice, and she comes in at 278 points, which is really low considering that she is a Res 15 unit. At under 300 points, she boasts a brutal stat line. She has an average agility of 5, which is better than most Lavan species. She has an average accuracy of 5. She has a crushing 10 strength. She has Res 15. She has an impressive initiative at 7, and she has the standard high Boromite command of 9. All of this comes together to form a really solid unit that's safe in most situations. It should be noted that no matter what point value you're playing, you're only ever allowed to have one Broodmother in a Boromite army. The Broodmother doesn't have a lot of special abilities, but they heavily shape how she plays. The first is a bit of a drawback. She does have the slow special rule. This means that she's going to be moving at half distance compared to normal units. However, this is mitigated by the fact that she is mod 2. Now, because she is such a spooky target, you're often going to have to be using your second mod to get rid of somebody's net ammo from an X-Launcher or an X-Howitzer, but still, being able to move twice or shoot and then recover is really useful. This unit is also large, so she can shoot over units and also screen for them. This is of particular note with this model because the model itself is so large. Using her as mobile cover, you can obscure an entire squad from line of sight. The most interesting ability that the Broodmother has, however, is that in close combat she has one attack at strike value 4. She bites as hard as a plasma lance. With the massive amount of firepower this unit exhibits, plus its close combat strike, it can be very potent in hand-to-hand combat. It should be noted that humongous beasts do mirror vehicles in the fact that they don't break when they lose a close combat. They do have a damage chart, however, and it works pretty much exactly the same as vehicles do. Supporting that robust stat line, this unit is armed to the teeth. She comes base with 4 Maglite supports. That's not 2 twinned Maglite supports, that's 4 separate Maglite supports. This means that on a firing order, she can shoot at 4 separate targets. That's awesome. Maglite supports are also really solid guns. They have strike value 2, so they can put a pin on a Gar suit, and they have a really forgiving effective range band. And that's just the Broodmother's base loadout. For 25 points, you can upgrade one Maglite support into a Mag Heavy support. The drawback here is that Mag Heavy supports cannot be shot on the advance. They can only be shot when firing. Due to this, I can't think of that many situations where I would prefer a Mag Heavy support. For 35 points, however, you can give this unit a Heavy Mag Cannon. Broodmothers can only be taken in 1,000-point games or larger. This means that there are probably going to be a lot of juicy targets for a high strike value weapon on the field. This has the same drawback as the Mag Heavy support, but a way larger payload for sacrificing some of your mobility. If you are going to go with a Mag Cannon, I would also recommend taking a spotter drone for 10 points. You don't want to miss with your Mag Cannon. That 35 points will really burn a hole in your pocket if you're missing all the time. As far as more defensive options for this unit, you can spend 20 points on a Batterfield. I always recommend taking Batterfields. Enemies get -2 to their accuracy when they're shooting through it, and that goes for any unit, not just the unit that has the Batterfield. In this way, the Broodmother both strengthens its own defense and potentially strengthens the defense of squads around her. At 15 points a model, you can add up to 5 Hatchling Swarms to this unit. This will make it a mixed Humongous Beast, Regular Beast unit. If you go the all Maglite support route and you really anticipate being up in your opponent's face, this can definitely clinch you some charge kills. The Swarms have 3 attacks at strike value 1, so even just one of them really adds your potential of kill. I don't have a ton of experience with this upgrade, but it feels like it could be kind of a win more. Let me know what you think in the comments. These upgrades kind of give you 2 flavors of Broodmother. The first is your Maglite support Broodmother that's going to be advancing up the field and potentially getting in your opponent's face. The second is your heavy Mag Cannon Broodmother, which is going to hang back a little bit and favor firing orders. Either way, however you use this unit, it's going to warp how your opponents play, because they're either going to have to suppress it with pins or maneuver around it, because it puts out a lot of firepower. By virtue of the fact that it's armor 15 as well, definitely throws a monkey wrench into anyone who's using sling net ammo as their primary means of suppression. Hobby-wise, this unit is a dream to paint. Just like all of the Boromite models, she has tons of raised detail for you to pick out. She's got these little lavamite hatchlings crawling all over, and she's got these awesome crystalline teeth, which are really well modeled and easy to edge highlight, which I appreciate as a painter. She also has a ton of different materials and textures on her, so you can give her a lot of contrast, which is really, really fun. If you're looking for a showpiece or just a piece to challenge yourself painting-wise, I would heavily recommend checking this one out. As always, if you want to purchase this model, the link is going to be right below the video. Click it, it'll bring you to the Warlords store, and if you purchase the model, a small commission will go to the Tabletop Warlords. I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and if you like the content that our channel produces, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel even further, please consider joining our Patreon campaign. Our patrons are the lifeblood of this channel, and we can't thank them enough. Speaking of which, let's let the credits roll.